Hey guys, welcome to another video here on my channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Lakia and welcome to the Chaotic Critic family. For my returning subscribers, welcome back. Here on my channel, I share planning and organizational videos, plus so much more over on my blog, chaoticcritic.com. The link is always in the description box. The whole premise of my channel is to share with you guys how I'm crushing the chaos in my life with hopes that you'll be inspired and encouraged to crush the chaos in yours. In today's video, I am going to be sharing a planner review. I'm actually going to be reviewing a digital planner for the first time here on my channel. So special thanks to Boss Personal Planner for sending me both their physical and digital planner to share with you guys. As with all reviews, all opinions are my own. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Starting off with the basics, the purpose of the Boss Personal Planner is to give you tools for success, which include clarifying your goals, scheduling your life, motivating yourself, tracking your progress, seeing results, and changing your life. This planner is available in both digital and physical formats, as well as a printable PDF. The printable PDF is $9.99. The physical planner is available in two options. There is the personal, which is 6 months, and that retails for $49.99. And then there is the compact, which is 3 months and retails for $39.99. There are also different cover options for the physical formats. There is this one here, which has a lion in the background with the phrase "work smarter." There's also one that says Lady Boss, and then there are solid colors of blue, gray, and there is a black faux leather. As for the digital planner, it is retails for $39.99. It also comes dated and undated, and you have the option to choose which format you would want, as well as choosing your start date, whether that be Sunday or Monday. It is also available in budget, fitness, and teacher options. And while this is the classic version, there is a dark version as well, which gives more of that chalkboard aesthetic. I just want to go ahead and note that Boss Personal Planner will be running sales throughout all of summer 2020 on both their physical and digital planners. I'll have more information in the description box for you guys to check out. So starting off with the physical planner, this again is the compact size, and this is much lighter, and I wanted to get the compact size over the personal size because that one is 6 months. It looks a little bit bigger and bulkier, and I just prefer a slimmer profile with my planner. There is a pin loop in the back. There's also an elastic band, and it does have this sleek black coil. On the cover, there is the Work Smarter here, as well as the Boss Personal Planner logo, and then the design is a lion. Then when you open it up, you have information on the Boss Personal Planner. There is the Plan for Success, which has goals separated into career, bucket list, financial, family, social, personal, into life, 5 year and 3 month. Then there are habit trackers here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 habit trackers. And if the month has more than 30 days, then add in 31 yourself. Here is the monthly, and they have this here: urgent, not urgent, important, not important. The month is on 2 pages. You have the month up here, the focus of the month, notes. Then at the bottom, last month's review, wins and improvements, and then monthly goals, the goal, why, how, and the reward for accomplishing it. And all of the months are grouped together. So while this is a 3-month planner, you do get a 4-month monthly, which you can either start and kind of back plan to get a feel of it, or add on the extra month to plan ahead. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then it gets into the weekly. So there is a weekly breakdown, weeks 1 through 14, which would be 4, 8, 12. So it's about 3.5 months. Then here is the week of, which is a horizontal layout, and then you have the weekend here, and then the weekly goals at the bottom, and then last week's win, similar to what is in the month on 2-page spread. Now with this, you can easily break this up into different categories of what it is that you want to accomplish, or you can also use this because what's following is a daily, which I'll show you guys closer in a second. So you can break it up that way to either journal in this section, prioritize what it is that you need to get done for the week, to put in any appointments here, and then when it comes to mapping out your daily, you reflect back. All of the weeks, similar to the months, are all together. And then we get into the daily, which you have a priority page. So you have the column for the priority, task, who, do, and whether you complete it or not. And the daily is on 2 pages. So you have space for an affirmation, your habit, big goals, extra goals, schedule, which is from 4 a.m. to 12 a.m., which is a huge window of time, which should be great, and it should accommodate a lot of schedules out there. Exercise, and then on the second page you have notes, today's review, and then tomorrow. I know this looks like a lot of space and it can be overwhelming, but my tip when you have planners like this is that don't feel as if you need to fill everything in. If you don't have a lot going on in your schedule, then modify the hourly and just use the chunk of time that works for you. If you don't have 3 big goals that you want to accomplish, focus on 1 and start there. And the same thing with the extra goals. Now here they do have this plan in between each of the numbers. The one is for you can either do this one of 2 ways: to write out your goal on all the lines here, or write your goal on the first line and then put in 2 to 3 action steps to accomplish that goal. So that's a way to use that. And the daily, again, is all in this section. Then in the very back, there are some dot grid pages for you to put some notes. And then there is a pocket in the back for you to put anything miscellaneous. Now, my pros and cons when it comes to this: I love the daily. I love the hourly, especially because it's a very wide time range that will work for a lot of people regardless of their schedules. I also like that there is a spot for the affirmation and also for the notes, because with the notes, anything here that you want to either elaborate on or reference or even use this as a journaling page, you have the flexibility to do that. My biggest con would be that I don't like that all of the months and weeks are grouped together, but a way to work around that is to get some tabs and just to divide everything off. You can use sticky notes as tabs, you can use page flags, or you can also, if you want to buy them online, Avery has a great one, the sticky tabs. So that is that, to just help separate and divide this a little bit more so that you're not fumbling through the pages. Let's go ahead and take a look at the digital version. Moving on to the digital version, as I mentioned before, there is a darker version available which has that chalkboard aesthetic, and there are also budget, fitness, and teacher options available for you to purchase as well. Now, the layout of this is the same as the physical planner. I'm going to be walking you guys through it, sharing my tips on how I would use this. I am using GoodNotes. This is also available in Notability. And if you guys want a crash course in GoodNotes, watch tutorials like I did and you'll be all right. So this here at the top, you have your tabs. There's plan, reading, habit, matrix, priority, monthly, weeks, weekly, daily, and notes. As I mentioned with the physical version, how everything is grouped together, having tabs to section things off just makes it easier to navigate. So that's already a pro in this planner for me. Here we have that planning page, which you plan out your goals in the increments of 3 months, 5 year, and lifetime. Then here we have the reading list, and there are 24 slots. Another thing with this is that you can hold it both vertical and horizontal, but I just did it, I said it backwards from how I did it. Vertical and horizontal. There we go. So with the reading list, there are a lot of ways that you can plan with this. You can bring in pictures of the book that you want to read. You can put books that you already read when you've used it. You can use the tools up here to highlight and all the little toggles up here, all that good stuff. But I think it's really cool that you can kind of turn this into a journal in a sense of dragging and dropping in the images of the books. And another cool thing about this is that you can either write it or type it. So you have that flexibility to add things to this planner without having to lug around a whole bunch of stuff, which is dope. Then here is the habit tracker. Then here is the Eisenhower matrix. Then here is the priority planner page. Then here is the monthly. This is a perpetual calendar. And this is great to mark off any bills that you may have, and you can really color code with this. And to keep track of the color code that you did, there is an option to add in pages. Here, you can go ahead and add in different pages when you come over here to the more section. So it also has it for 2021. And then here is the month. This is a dated option and it started on Sunday. I'm more of a Monday girl. For my weekly, for my monthly, this is fine. But for my weekly, I prefer for my weeks to start on Monday. And this is March. But see, each month, all you have to do is click. Click. Hello. Get it together. There we go. So you just have to click across the top. And the month here is on one page, but you still have space to add in whatever it is that you need to. Then the weeks, this is a little bit different than that of the physical, because the physical weekly was a week on 2 pages, but this is more of the weekly. This is the weekly breakdown. This is not the week. So this is just the weekly breakdown for the year. And then you get into the weekly planning, which is the same as the physical. So it's 2 aspects to the weekly. So you have your wins, improvements, your goals, and all of that. And then here is the week on 1 page. Again, you can break this up. You can journal here, whatever you want to do, write in appointments, pre-plan here, and then pop it into your daily later on. And then here is the daily, which y'all, I went ahead and just shared a little template of how I would use it, which we'll go back to in a second. So with the daily, I would actually hold it vertical like so that I could get the most use out of this and it's not cut off the schedule part. So you still have the affirmation, you have your goals, your extra goals, your exercise box, and then your schedule. And at any point in time you need to zoom in, zoom out. You have the flexibility to do that. I'm going to go back. The second page of that, you have notes, wins, and then tomorrow. Here is how I would use this. This is good if I wanted to do a block schedule in a sense. I talked about block scheduling. It's a Jordan Page, a Fun Cheaper Free concept. Basically, you're not living hour by hour, you're living by chunks of time. And this is so dope to do that here, to highlight those chunks of time. So I have 9 to 12, my AM routine. Where's that little thingy at? Can I get it? So 9 to 12, I have my AM routine, eat breakfast, get ready for the day, free write, exercise, check planner, and start laundry. And the thing about the block schedule is that you mark off 2 to 3 hour chunks of time that work best for you, and then you plug in those tasks. You don't move the tasks on to the next block. You leave them there, and if you have time at the end of the day, that's when you can go back. So here, I would try to get as much done as I could, but then I would hard stop at 12 o'clock, and then from 12 to 3, I'd have my freelance work, email, switch my laundry, eat lunch, and then hard stop at 3 o'clock, and then from 3 to 6, take out my laundry, I'd fold it in the afternoon later on when I have my own personal time, and then book editing. And then here, where the big goals and extra goals are, my big goals would be to edit my book and to get my freelance work done. My freelance being number one because that's the priority over everything else. And then the extra goals is that if I get through my laundry, like if I just took it out of the dryer and I didn't fold it, it's still a win. I did something with it. So that's why that's an extra goal. If I get to it, cool. If I don't, fine. And then for exercise, I just popped in 15-minute cardio and hydrate. So I like this. I tried writing it in at the top. I don't know if it's like my kind of stylus pen. This is not an Apple pencil. I'm debating on whether I want to buy one. I didn't buy one though because I'm not committed to journaling or anything like that on my iPad. But if I get into that, then that's something I would look into. But this is just one off of Amazon. So that's that. But I don't know if I had another one, like an actual Apple pencil, if that would make this come out better. But again, you have the option to write in or type. And I do like how the typing looks, to just go ahead and, but then again, when it comes to me writing out to-do lists, I do like to write things down. So again, it comes to personal preference. Then the last page here is the notes. You have a choice between blank, dotted, grid, or line, and I'll show you each one. Here's the dotted. Hello. Here's the dotted grid, regular grid, and then lined. These lines, I don't know. This is good if you want to like pop in those stickers that you may import into here and do like some types of boxes here, but like actually writing on these lines, they're a little too close for me. But that is it for the layout of the digital version. My pros of this is that you have the tabs and everything easy to navigate. It's very, very, very easy to navigate, and I feel like with ease you are able to just, you know, flip through everything. You don't have to skim. Also, the fact that there is the table of contents here for you to add in your pages, move things around, delete pages that don't necessarily apply to you. I love that about the digital version. I also love that everything is in one central location. While I love my paper planner, and I always will, I've always been intrigued by people that create spreads and plan digitally, because you really have everything on one device, which is super duper dope. My only con for this is my own con, because I do not know how to really work GoodNotes, and digital planning is just not something that I'm familiar with. But I really don't have any cons on the concept, because pages I may not like and may not want to use, I can delete them. In comparison to the physical planner, you're kind of stuck. You can tape the pages together, you can rip them out if you want. But being that things are double-sided, that kind of messes things up. So when it comes to choosing between the two, I would definitely choose the digital. And this is just a great concept. I like that it's available in both options for people that still like paper planners, and even if you want to try out the digital, I really, really do like this. Now, if you like the planner and you want to test it out, they do have the PDF version that is $9.99 where you get the full planner. That's a good way to test it out and see whether you want to go the physical route or the digital. Because if you like the layout and you want to try digital, then that's something that you might want to go for there. But for me, in choosing between the two, I'm definitely going with the digital. It's just easier to navigate. It's pretty simple. I just need to watch a few more tutorials to really get the hang of it. So that wraps it up for this video. Let me know down in the comments section, which would you choose, the physical or the digital, and have you tried digital planning? Let's chat there, and feel free to leave any other questions or suggestions you have there as well. Special thanks to Boss Personal Planner for sending me these planners for review to share with you guys. I'll have all their information in the description box, as well as related videos and of course the links to the blog and Instagram. The blog is chaoticcritic.com. My Instagram is @chaoticcritic. If you're not subscribed to the Chaotic Critic fam, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And for all of you that are, I thank you. I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.